look at his papa. I'm alive. I'm hoping I get some people, but I know that I did not set it up early enough to where I could have maybe a lot of people. And I'm okay with that. Tonight, I'm just going to have me a good little time. I'm going to drill myself, I guess. Try to get some work done tonight. Can't promise myself. Nope. Make sure my music is down. I don't like how my music sometimes drowns me out. Describing my photo. Um, Obviously, everybody knows that Diamond Art Club released some of their new canvases this week. And so there was a mad dash starting Friday night when some of them started uploading for everyone to kind of get in. Didn't know how much was going to be available of our favorite. Um, I know a favorite early on was definitely Mama Knows. Um, I got Mama Knows. I was looking forward to that. There were a few others that I wanted. Um, I definitely wanted Not Bad, Just Drawn That Way, which is the Jessica Rabbit. She wasn't available. So there were quite a few others. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Not a lot. It's no one in here. So I literally am just talking out loud because I know a lot of people kind of watch videos back and things like that. So you got Mama Knows, Cloud Runner, and The House on the Hill. Yeah, I got this is I've been waiting to get this one for a while. Definitely been waiting for a while. Hopefully I can get a good angle of it. Let me see if my camera can kind of zoom in. Um, it's not. I'm not good with the zoom on these at all. So let's see. Um, it is Wolf Dreamcatcher. I know there's another one, the one that Jeremy's working on, and I think that one is Dreamcatcher Wolf. This one is Wolf Dreamcatcher. In any event, this is the one that I've been waiting on for quite a while. Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Hi, Lorinda. How are you? Anyway, oh, look at that. I can see it now. So I've been waiting on this one for quite a while. And it was out of stock for a long time. Then it came back in and it immediately went out of stock within probably 2 days. Mimi, I'm pretty good. How are you doing this evening? So it went out of stock. It came back. It was only there for a couple of days and went out of stock again. So I've been wait. I feel like I've been waiting on this one for a long time, and I got it. So I got it. I got it. Then another one that has been growing on me. Kind of see it everywhere. This one is by I think this is it JoJo's art? I can't remember, but it's Child of Light, and it's the lion with the little baby leopard or something. I think. Anyway, I seen it. I seen depictions of it in color on Amazon, as well as depictions of it in color on AliExpress. And I wondered if I could really do like all white and things like that. But I like it so much, I think it'll drive me to finish because I do like it, and I see it going in like a room in my mom's house or something. I would give it to my dad, but my dad's no longer with us, so. You see the new one coming on May 7th? Is that you talk about Not Bad, Just Drawn That Way? And what else is coming out May 7th? There are definitely two that I know of. There's a wolf one, and it has two wolves howling through a dream catcher. My son wants to get that one. And that one's really nice. Um, and then the Jessica Rabbit one is called Not Bad, but Just Drawn That Way. I know that one got pushed back to the 7th. Angel with the Dog. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Nope, I did not know. Angel with the Dog. I'm definitely gonna probably have to look that one up. And then obviously we're probably gonna see this one all over the place, all over the place. And this is You Got It, Mama Knows. So I had him come in. All dogs go to heaven. Hmm. That's one probably that I'll definitely have to get. So I have to admit, I'm not I think I'm just gonna just go ahead and say it. I don't watch Game of Thrones. I know who people are because you can't not know, you know, with all the advertisements and things like that. So I do know who people are. But I gotta be honest, I don't watch the episodes like every episode and things like that. So one thing that I will say is when I seen the picture, I didn't know that that had anything to do with Game of Thrones. I wanted it, but not because it was Game of Thrones. I thought it was a beautiful picture. I love dragons, little baby dragons. I love, fairies and things, and I wanted it for that. And then someone, said that it was Game of Thrones, and I said, oh, okay, well, everybody's gonna want it then. But yeah, I was pretty unique in my reasoning for wanting it. But that's something that you don't really admit to around here too much. You can get in trouble for it. I read all the books, but I can't watch the show. Too visually violent for me. I can attest. I mean, there was this talk about this one Red episode. I think that's the one that everybody has talked about. So there was the talk about the Red episode, and ever since that, I was like, they said everybody died, and there was just blood everywhere, and family members were killing family members, and so I don't know if it's something that I probably would ever really, just jump in, dive in, and enjoy too much. But I I did hear about a lot of that. Let's see. So she said it's called All Dogs Go to Heaven. So I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna look. I'm so excited. I'm excited. So how's everybody been doing? You guys know we have another Diamond Paint-a-thon coming up. Are you guys gonna be ready? I believe it's the weekend, May 3rd, 4th, and 5th that weekend. Stop the rest. Oh, you stopped at the Red Wedding episode? Okay, so that was the episode that I've heard the most controversy over. All right, let's see. There's an All Dogs Go to Heaven. I haven't been up there today because I'm running out of, new arrivals. They got them up. Cloud Runner. And you said it's All Dogs Go to Heaven, huh? Boy, oh boy. Diamond Art Club, they know how to get people's money. That's what they do know. New. They sure do. It was on Facebook. I have to go up there also. I'm waiting for the 15th. I'm waiting on, yeah, this is the one. A Song for the Moonlight. That's the one that, I don't know if you can see it, but that one right there, that is pretty awesome as well. So I like that picture. Sold out. Obviously, everybody wants to see Not Bad, Just Drawn That Way. Yeah. So let me see. Diamond Art Club on Facebook today, huh? What's everybody working on project wise? Are you guys diving right in immediately? Okay. Is everyone diving right into their new arrivals? Did you stop a project to get to it? That would be funny. I'm determined to get through this painting. Um, I do like it. I think the biggest Let's see, Diamond Art Club, what's coming up? Oh, and they announced it. They posted it today, huh? That'll be just my luck. And the winners are. That's still February. I like this. What's that? Is this it? I've been working on my beaded. Oh yeah, I saw you posting updates. You don't have anything right now. Hey, Purple Poison, how are you? We are talking about our Diamond Art Clubs, of course, the talk of all the town. We also talked about there's a Diamond Paint-a-thon coming up. Obviously, that's always going to be fun. I can't wait. Summertime is coming. Being that a lot of us are kind of new to diamond painting, I wanted to know what do you guys do over the summer? Do you incorporate diamond painting into your summer? How do you plan to? Because I do plan to. I plan to go to Michael's and get another board, and I think I'll be sitting around the pool, diamond painting. Jump into the pool, cool down, get back out, finish diamond painting. I've had the flu, but oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't feel ready for another diamond paint-a-thon, but maybe when it gets here, I will be. I'm telling you, when it was here, I was like trying to get to everybody's live, and I was so excited. The next few days after it was over, like I was like a baby, pulled from their mom's arms. Like it's May 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Mimi. So I think officially it starts that Saturday morning because obviously we have regular lives that already go on like Thursdays and Friday nights. So I think officially it starts, Saturday morning. But I will say that it was great. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Um, I can't wait till the next one. I felt close. I felt like I made progress. And I just felt like I've been torn from my mom's arms ever since. So it was a great time. The community really comes together. Everybody really supports one another. That's what I needed, you know. I sit here sometimes and I'm just diamond painting by myself. Um, I have a daughter, and my daughter, you guys have met her. She was in a couple of my lives, and she chit chats. Are you doing one? Yes, yes. I am scheduled for Sunday morning, 11 a.m. So I got moved up, woo, because I was second to last during the last Diamond Paint-a-thon. So this time I'm going to be going a little bit sooner, earlier in the day. It's 11 a.m. Eastern, which is 8 a.m. Pacific. The morning ones, I think the morning ones were a little bit better for a lot of people. They were more crowded, that's for sure. I felt like people, they got up early, they worked on their crafts, did what they, and then as the day went on, they kind of moved on and did some other things. So hopefully, we'll be able to have a little fun earlier in the day. Um, and I don't think this one's not going to be focused on everybody had a cause last time. This one is just going to be straight having fun, talking crap. You know, obviously for me, I, I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey. We probably talk a lot about my journey. My son, diamond paints with me on Sundays. I guess I can be awake for that one. 10 a.m. my time. Yes, Cindy, join me. My son and I diamond paint on Sundays. As you guys know, I don't know if he'll be joining me because that one's rather early in the morning. We normally diamond paint. We start about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we diamond paint for 2 or 3 hours. So the last one he was able to be at with me because that was during our regular mommy son time. But my daughter, who hates diamond painting, she may be around that weekend. Maybe she'll come in and add some conflict and fun. She was in the last one, and she was she was in there trying to get everybody to start puzzling because she likes to puzzle. And she was like, "Oh, you don't have to diamond paint. Come on and join me in puzzling." And I kicked her out the room. And I asked my moderators, what were they doing? How y'all gonna let her come in here and just take over? So, so that was really fun, though. That was really fun. Anyway, that's my poo poo. My daughter is, just to kind of give you guys an idea, she's what I call my child genius. So in third or fourth grade, she had finished almost all of the curriculum in her elementary school. So she was on a specialized independent program. By the time she got to junior high, her and a couple of other kids, I want to say it was about 10 of them, they were offered an opportunity to, start high school classes early. And so by the time she got to high school, she had completed like a lot of her curriculum. She was about 2 years in. So she attends college. She does still have to get her senior year English, because that was a requirement, and she just didn't have enough time in junior high to get to it. Um, but she's in college, and she takes college classes, and she applied at 15. So, yeah, I call her my childhood genius. I know there's programs like that all over, where they can take college credit and things like that. But to completely be a college student at that age, I felt that was genius. But I mean, I don't want it to take away from something everyone else has, because I know that my cousin, she lives in Florida, and she told me that there was a program kind of similar to where they can take college credit and things and still attend. My biggest fear was that, she would grow up and lose a lot of her childhood and things. And I still struggle with it because she's kind of a loner. She's off to herself. She's a lot more mature than a lot of the kids her age. And so she doesn't hang out, and she doesn't get that socialization that kids her age get, that I feel is important. But she seems to be happy. So I just have to take it with a grain of salt. But I do worry. I worry. I'm one of those moms, though. So that's my daughter. Anyway, what else have I been up to? Job. Job is, obviously, I've told you guys that my job is new, and it's new to me, and I'm a work in progress. That's all I can really say. I unfortunately come from being at the top. I was the boss, and it's a lot easier when you're the boss, and you can tell someone, stop, settle down, calm down, and you're climbing up. I find myself a lot of times having to get somewhere and sat down, as I keep telling everybody. I gotta sit there, gotta learn how to hold my mouth. I gotta contain me, and it's a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I don't take nobody off in the process. So that's a harsh reality for me. Anybody out there having struggles like that? Have you had to change jobs recently? Had to learn something new? How did you adapt? How did you handle it? I certainly could use some tips. For me, um, I don't know. I think I don't want to lose too much of who I am, but I do find myself, quieter. I find myself trying to focus a little bit more. I watch my words a lot more. I don't know if that's something that, it's difficult. It's difficult. But, I don't want to get put out the place. So I do have to watch me, watch my mouth, contain myself. I need the paycheck so I could buy some more of these Diamond Art Club diamond paintings. That's certainly it. This week has been crazy because my daughter is out of school. She is on spring break. And so she has spent a lot of time over her dad's house. My daughter helps me out a lot with my healthy eating venture. And so I have definitely missed her. I retired, no job for me. It takes time at a new job to get to know everyone. I agree, Cindy. It does take a lot of time to get to know people. I just find myself off in the corner a lot. I don't want to offend anybody, and I watch my mouth. One of the things that I didn't want to do, and someone told me that they thought I did an excellent job, is I didn't want to come in and be like, "Well, at my old job," and well, this is how I used to handle that. I didn't want to be that person. There were quite a few people who became that person, you know, and it didn't end up boding well. And I remember there was someone who said, "Well, Tia used to be a manager, and you never hear her talking about all of her duties and everything that she had to do." Yeah, I do plan to go slow. Um, yep, figure out who I can trust and who to steer clear of. I definitely think that's a great insight, great information. I just find myself sitting off somewhere by myself a lot. Um, I find myself trying to, I don't want to take on someone else's bad habits either. I wish I could work, but my youngest has special needs that takes a lot of my time. But my husband works, so he gets me diamond paintings. So I don't stress too much. That's good. That's definitely good. Purple passion, poison. Why do I always call you passion? That's definitely good. That's how I started diamond painting. I don't work because I take care of my mother. I did hate getting new jobs. Yep. So my last job, I don't know if I told you guys, but I had worked in underwriting and in the insurance industry. And so between policy services and underwriting, it could be stressful. I didn't know that there was any more stress that you could take in, but that is why I started diamond painting because sometimes I would have really bad days where decisions had to be made, decisions had to be finalized. You had to stick to decisions. It's very difficult to impact someone's life. So I always try to make sure that I looked out, that I provided the service that I would have always wanted. And sometimes the job can be difficult, especially when you have to make a decision and fatalities were involved. It's different when, oh, I hit my head and, but when a fatality was involved and you're not talking to the person that was that passed, you're talking to a family member of the person, and that family member was not involved in the incident, in the accident. It's difficult. Those are difficult conversations. So that's how I ended up diamond painting because I would just have some long days where I had to have some very tactful conversations and you know and point out points of impact and just have difficult conversations. So, my mother, speaking of taking care of your mom, my mother she's supposed to be moving here to Vegas. And although, she probably won't need a lot of assistance and a lot of help, she doesn't work. And she is refusing to file for retirement. And I talked to someone in one of my lives, and they hit the nail on the head, if you ask me. And they said that they think it's because she's scared. Rebecca, um, they think it's because she's scared that if she retires, officially retires, that she'll die soon. I do think that that's the case. So for me, when my mom gets here, one of the things that I want to do is just to come up with a way. I thought diamond painting would be it, but for me, diamond painting is everything. I've had a ton of other crafts, a ton of other crafts. I did cross stitch. Cross stitch is takes longer. Obviously the projects are nice, especially when you can turn them into things like pillows and tapestries and things like that. But I think I moved on from there because it wasn't as fulfilling. So I moved over from cross stitch. I used to do like homemade candles and soap making. I did that for a long time, a very long time. And hi, diamond painting with anxiety. How are you? So after I did the soaps, then I did the candles. I actually used to have my own soap making business. I would make um, just the homemade naturals with the oatmeal, different fragrances and things. I had a what I call a men's line to soften up their skin. I used to use coconut oils and different soy milks and things, just trying to bring like natural softness to their rougher skin. And I did that. Oh gosh, it's been about 20 years now, but I did that for a few years because I was a stay-at-home mom when my kids came along, and that was very fulfilling. I miss that. So then, obviously, me and Dad, we were no longer together, so I had to get a job. Had to get a job, take care of my own, needs and things like that, my own household. And hello, Alyssa, how are you? She said, "Good morning. Just listen to you while I have my morning routines." Oh, I love that. We're talking right now about different reasons why I've gone into diamond painting, the things that I've done before diamond painting, and basically trying to tie it all back together to the fact that it's because of my coping with stress, any stress that I may have to endure when I diamond paint. It just takes it away for me it does, and I really enjoy it. I offset a lot. I try not to get angry and things like that. I definitely try to think about anything before I react and stuff. And I think that diamond painting has definitely helped. Um, am I one to naturally fly off the handle? Not really, not really, but it still helps. Hi, Tiara. Hey, that's my baby. Hi, Tiara. How you doing, Pooh? Huh? You guys, Tiara Whitney is my daughter, the child genius that I told you about earlier. So, like I was saying earlier, she's on spring break and she spent some time at dad's and she's come back home to mom. So I haven't got to see her much. But when she's gone, boy, do I miss her. Do I miss her? Do I miss her? She's like the little mama of the house. Yeah, she bosses me around. She bosses me around. Hope you are diamond painting, Miss TR. That's right. Get on her. She's probably puzzling, but she can be diamond painting. There's nothing wrong with it. So yeah, what I was saying earlier before I got off on my own tangent about why I diamond paint and where it came from, and it soothes my stress. I was asking how people plan to incorporate diamond painting into their summer. Did they plan on doing anything different, or is your schedule going to change? Do you maneuver your schedule around diamond painting? Do you come up with more outdoor activities? If so, how will you be able to diamond paint, you know, around that schedule? So for me, I do plan to be outdoors a little bit more. I live in Vegas, so I'm not gonna be outdoor any more than I probably could be in the winter because it doesn't really get too cold. Um, I mean, we do a lot of outdoor stuff. We go to festivals and things. So let's see. Thank you. I know you don't like it. That's okay. My daughter bosses me too. That means we raise confident women for sure. She's definitely confident. She's definitely confident, and that's my baby. She just, I have spoiled my kids, and the one thing that I will say that I am grateful for is you would never guess that they were spoiled at all. So that's the one thing that I'm grateful for. That is something that came from them. It's not anything that I feel you can teach. Is gratitude and graciousness and things. It. I certainly didn't teach it. I was spoiled, and I grew out of my entitlement. But I will say I think being a mom is what grew me out of it. Is because as a kid I was entitled. Diamond painting is my full time job, so I will make time for it in the summer. Man, do I can't wait. So I do plan to have a retirement. When I do retire, I plan to um, I plan to diamond paint full time. I do on the weekend. I probably diamond paint or I'm crafting. Um, I don't know. This last few weeks, I've been doing a lot of kitting up because I bought like 17 of those Harbor Freight. So I've been going through all of my diamond paintings, and I've been trying to kit up, put my squares one area, put my rounds in another, and trying to keep my good diamonds, like my Diamond Art Club diamonds, trying to put them aside, keep them separate from like maybe my hurricanes or my home fund. So I have, focused a little bit on, kitting up at more than diamond painting. And let's see. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. My focus has been there. I'm trying to get back into this. I really enjoy this picture that I'm working on right now. It's my first square. I do prefer squares. I've had mostly rounds. This has not been a horrible experience, although I do have a lot of the popping up. And I'm trying to take my time with it because if you guys have seen my son's diamond painting, his just looks so much neater than mine. So I am trying to focus. Going to bed. Good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night. You have a good evening, baby. And if you have a bad dream, you can join mommy tonight too, okay? So last night, my daughter had a very bad dream. Um, I was sleeping really good, just oof, really, really good. And I hear, Mom, 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 Mom. And I'm like, what is what is that noise? What is she doing here in my dream? I literally was thought I was dreaming. And I continue, sleeping. And I hear, Mom, Mom. And I'm like, God, it sounds real. Just sounds real. And I hear it again, Mom. And I open one eye and I'm looking around, it's pitch black. And I'm like, what? And she was like, move over. And she got to bed. And I was like, oh my God, I thought I was dreaming. You really here? Why? She said she had a bad dream. And I was like, oh, like we still doing this? We still having bad dreams? And then she told me this morning when I got up and she was still there in my bed because she's on break and I'm not on break. I got to go to work. But she told me she had a bad dream. And so I felt bad for her. And I didn't know, she said somebody killed her in her dreams. I was like, what's she been watching? But I didn't know at the time that it was, that bad and that she could. She said she hadn't watched any scary movie. She had been very careful because I don't like her to watch scary movies. She will dream about the scary movies and whatever happens in those. But she told me she had been very careful. She hadn't, so I don't know. Maybe she had been watching the news or something. You know how when you hear a crazy report or something like that and it just kind of manifests itself somehow or another into your subconscious. That's really what I believe occurred. But nonetheless, she did tell me that she had a bad dream, and I felt bad for her. So, other than that, I just wanted her to know. I told her earlier because I felt so bad. I mean, I was like, "What you doing getting in the bed with me? I'm trying to sleep." You woke me up out of a good dream, and then I felt bad when she told me why. Yeah, yeah. Because even as an adult, I want to go and escape sometimes and get in somebody's bed and just curl up, curl up. But, oof, other than that, I do not plan to change too much of my schedule for summer. But what I will say is I think I'm gonna do like some zany morning because I start work so late now. I start work at 10. And when you're in the newbie, you got to take the rotten shift and things. That's the shift nobody at the job wants. 10 to 7, and it's like, what do you do the beginning part of your day? And then, the latter part of your day is, when you get off, everybody else they're done. They're about to prepare for, their shift the next day. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with some zany, not even come up with, I'll probably be sharing just my zany world with you guys in the mornings before I go to work in the summertime. I am doing a little bit more. I'm trying to work out. I'm going to be honest. It's not really working out. It's right now, it's just moving. I use diamond painting to distract myself from chronic pain. It helps concentrate on other things. I agree. I really do agree. Um, I know that I've talked about, arthritis in my hand and things like that. Um, my knee is starting to really flare up. If you guys caught my one live, where at the end I told you guys I do have a bullet in my knee, and as I get older, oh my gosh, I'm starting to feel a lot of pain, um, especially when it comes to climbing stairs and things like that. So, yeah, I try to do what I can to distract myself from the pain. I find myself, and that's why I wanted to lose weight also, so I can take some of the pain off of this inflammation. Definitely want to take the pain off of this inflammation. I want to be a little bit more mobile, just a little bit more mobile. I'm not trying to, win no weight loss marathon or nothing like that. I just feel like, a life change more than a weight loss goal. I want to eat a little bit healthier. I'm hoping that, I'm having success with that. I will say, I fell off the wagon a few weeks ago. I fell off the wagon again. Um, oh, what day was it? I enjoyed it though, and I didn't feel guilty this time. I felt bad. I really talked down to myself last time. Kind of called myself some crazy names, but I didn't do that this time at all. I said, girl, hold your head up and get over it. Was it good? Good. So move on. Next time you want to fall off the wagon, think about how good it was. You got a memory now. You done made a memory. I really literally said that, and then I kept it moving. So I was like, okay, I'm having some progress. But my daughter's vegetarian, and she helps me a lot on my journey. She'll make herself a meal, and it'll be like a healthy green vegetable or something, and then she'll add like a lean meat, like a grilled chicken or something for me, and then I'm able to eat the same thing with her. So she's helped me out a lot there, and I really appreciate that. My son, he is doing a lot with like kickboxing and things. So he's trying to be on a journey as well. Him and my nephew and a couple of his friends, they are going to a gym for kickboxing. So it's kind of rounding out to where I have support on this journey and things. Have a treat day every once. My son suggested that, Mimi. My son said that because he didn't like my reaction. Sorry, my hair is, whew, I'm hot. I'm trying to put it up real quick. All right, here we go. There we go. My son said I needed to have a cheat day. And the term cheat meant that, I'm doing something wrong. I'm breaking some kind of rule and stuff. So I told him, no, I don't think I'll have a cheat day because I don't want to feel like I'm doing something wrong. I told him I'm not on a diet, and I'm not, I'm just on reducing and limiting some of the things that I eat. I'm trying to get to a point where I'm eating healthier and I'm making healthier choices. And I didn't want to get to a point where I was making excuses and things. Oh, I ain't on no diet, so I can go ahead on and eat it. Things like that. So I'm trying. Oh, this wax, guys. This wax is killing me. I gotta keep. Okay, I'm gonna read it up real quick. Anyway, I didn't want to get to a point where I was um, picking one specific day because I felt like I would overdo that day. When I say overdo, I felt like I would load up on everything I could. Well, this is my cheat day. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy it, and then I'd be left feeling bad. Taking the next 4 or 5 days to rid myself of everything I had just done on that cheat day. So I said I didn't want to do. I mean, I know that with life comes moderation, and so I feel like I'm just gonna try shoot for moderation. If I fall off, I fall off, but I don't want to. Definitely don't want to beat myself up like I did a few weeks ago. I called myself names. I don't know who decided to move into this place that I live in, but it's ridiculous. I got all mirrors in my entire room, all across my closet, all mirrors, mirrors. I can see all of me, every bit of me. Ain't no secret about me. I'm glad I'm single. Definitely glad I'm single. I don't have to share me with nobody but me. But after I had that, that little fall off of the bandwagon, I was very mean to myself. I called myself a couple of names. That's why you look the way you look. Look at yourself. And I was just looking in the mirror and just had too honest a moment. I really I broke myself down, and I was crying, and I don't wish the conversation that I had with me, I don't wish that on anybody. I don't think I should have beat myself up like that. And I didn't accomplish anything. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but I don't want to ever put myself in that position again. So I think I talked about it previously in one of the videos that I made. It's an honest moment that I had with myself, but I don't plan to do it again at all. you know, and I think it's going to be very difficult to go through the rest of my life where I don't have any indulgences. I don't think that that's even realistic. But in that moment, I wasn't thinking like that. So I'm just, on a journey. And the journey I don't think is going to end anytime soon. So while I'm on the journey, I just want to enjoy myself, have some fun, diamond paint, the usual, the usual. You know, you guys been checking the news. What's going on in the news? Nothing political, but I did hear something about Notre Dame and a fire. Can anybody tell me about that? Would you talk that way to someone else? We need to treat ourselves with the kindness we give others. You're absolutely right, Cindy. No, I would never have said those things to anyone else. But I really was. I don't know what happened, but I was so mad with myself. Like it was a week or two in, I think, to me changing. And I never officially went on a diet. I literally said that I would like to be on a journey, hopefully, to, a healthier me. And I didn't want to label it diet because I wanted it to be something that I could know going in that, I would be successful at for the rest of my life. So do I think that I can limit carbs? Yeah, because I'm not restricting them. I'm not removing them. Do I think that I could limit sugar? Yeah. Why? Because I'm not removing them. I'm limiting and trying to eat healthier. So that was how I set it up in my mind. Not, going to restrict myself. I'm not going on any particular diet. And then I had a moment where it was real. And like I said, it wasn't an indulgence that I feel like I'm going to do every day. And I beat myself up. I'm cheering you. You do not become thinner by constant bad conscious. I am also a big lady. You are right. Yeah. Thank you, Eliza. I appreciate that. I feel like, I get out there. I try and keep myself active. Me and my kids, we go for hikes. We go hiking a lot, actually. They're very patient with me. I know that I could probably walk faster, and I know I hold them back. We don't finish the hikes in the time frame that maybe other people are finishing in, but we do it. We go, and so my kids have always been very patient. My son doesn't say, "I'll meet you at the end of the trail." He doesn't go ahead without me. He doesn't say, "Oh, I don't want to go," because he doesn't want to be held back. He doesn't say any of that. "Oh yeah, you want to go? Let's go." We did a walk last week, um, and he went with me because I sign up for everything. Every event I can sign up for, I'll go. I'll sign up for. I'll give my 2 hours and then get back home. And he went with me, and so my daughter went also. We had a good time, just the three of us, but we did it at my pace. We started towards the front of the line, and it was like a 5K walk. And when we finished, it was maybe just past halfway through. So many people though. But like I said, we did it in my pace and we didn't do it in anyone else's. And I felt, good because I finished. It started getting hot. My hair was getting sweaty. I have to put my curls back in. I know a lot of you see my picture where I got my hair look like a carpet sitting on top of my head. And then some of you see my pictures and I have curls in my head. Um, My curls is what I look like when I get out the shower and my hair is soaking wet. It curls really curly, and that's normally how I wear my hair. And then a few times a year, for about a month at a time, I'll wear my hair straight so that I can get my ends trimmed. I can scratch my scalp, put a comb through it, and things like that. So, but when my hair is straight, it's hotter than when my hair is curly. And whew, I am not so good in English, but I hope you all understand me. I am from Norway. Your son seems like a really nice gentleman. You're from Norway? Your English is perfect. Oh, wow. My son is very supportive. He is very, very nice. Him and my daughter, I'm so glad I got one of each. I don't have two girls. I wonder what it's like to have a son. My son is very supportive. Um, he is he I don't I want he's not like my daughter. My daughter, she's like a mom. Me and my son sometimes we feel like her two kids. And when she's not around, we feel lost. What are we gonna do now? I don't know. Let's wait till she get home. So my son, he's very, very supportive. I do feel like I raised a gentleman there. I can't take all the credit. Him and dad are really close also. Um, but I do feel like, I could feel my aura in there. I can definitely feel my aura in there and my influence. Did you see him on my last video, Eliza? He got a gift from me, and he can't wait. He's been diamond painting every day this last 2 weeks trying to finish this car, and now I think he's turned it up a notch because he really can't wait to get to this wolf now. He loves wolves, and yeah, he can't wait. So I got him that little gift. I had just gave my daughter a laptop. It's really cute, and she doesn't she doesn't say, she doesn't complain about anything. So she has her old laptop we're sitting on, and I didn't notice the screen was on. And I'm like, you should turn the brightness up on that so your eyes don't go bad. And she said, oh, it won't go up anymore. It's going bad. You're not gonna say anything. You're just gonna keep trying to work on it and strain your eyes. So I had bought her a laptop, and obviously a diamond painting can't compare. But as you guys saw the video, you see his reaction. So yeah, I really like that. And I cried because I was so moved. Oh man, wasn't it a nice reaction? I was like, oh, he had texted me and said, "Mom, you got a package. You got some more diamond paintings." And I was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll get to them." A lot of times he'll open them for me, and he'll have the roll sitting out and the diamonds, and then all I got to do is come home and flatten them out, put them in my portfolio. And I told him, "Well, you don't have to worry. You don't have to touch it or anything. I'll get to it when I get in." And so he didn't. But that was why I told him not to. Because he had his own in there, and I didn't want to spoil the surprise and things. But I didn't know if I was going to give it to him during the live or not, and I felt like, oh, this is a perfect time. So I gave it to him during the live, and his reaction was priceless. Oh my goodness. So yeah, no, he can't wait to get to that. He likes wolves. He likes JoJo's art, and he's trying to save for diamond painting. He likes the Yin Yang Wolf. He already bought the artwork through the Apple Store, and he has some of the stuff already, but he wants it in a diamond painting also. So I think that's pretty neat that he's able to see one of his favorite artists and now get their painting in a diamond painting. Yep, that's the beauty. So he is, yeah, him and his diamond painting. He does. He plays video games also. Um, it's just that I think they all get tired of him sometimes. And he does. Um, sorry about that. He does diamond painting. He does video games, and he's into martial arts. So my nephew is also getting into martial arts at the same gym. So they have something that they do a lot. But the last time my nephew was here, he fell in love with diamond painting. So you'll probably see him joining in the love pretty soon also. But he really he likes they like the sparkle. Um, and the problem is not everyone does it. Did you see the sparkle? Mine doesn't sparkle like that. So I'm like, well, don't fall in love with just the sparkle, guys. Fall in love with the painting. Because mine doesn't sparkle. I like mine. I love mine, but it doesn't sparkle like my son's does. So. But I will say I do have an affinity for the squares, and I'll probably be doing squares a lot. Yep. Sorry, I feel like I got bit by something. My leg was itching. All right, so on to something else. Um, TV. Someone asked me what station something came on, and I didn't know. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones? I mean, there's a lot of people who couldn't wait to get Mama Knows, and we talked about that earlier. And I admitted that I don't watch the show, and I hadn't for a long time. I knew who, like I know who a lot of the characters and things like that are, but you almost, the way people talk about it, that's not really impressive. um, I mean, I don't really watch any TV. I watch classic TV when I do, like Simon and Simon, Knight Rider, Dukes of Hazard, um, Quincy MD. What else was a good show of that era? Um, Murder She Wrote. Oh my lord, I love that show. I loved Angela Lansbury. She's so amazing. So those are the types of shows that I watch when I do watch TV. But as far as relevant shows, I watch some crazy relevant shows also. I've been watching that show Love After Lockup. I think I mentioned that before. Yep, that show is crazy. I don't know. It's about it's about free people. You're free in the world. Like you don't have no constraints, and you go online and you online date inmates. And obviously, online dating means that you go for visits and things like that, and that you want to be with them when they come out. So the I think the biggest shock to me is like that they don't seem to know the people that they're dating when they come out. Like they don't seem to know them. Like they that's all they can do is just talk and try and get to know one another. So I don't understand what they were talking about. Like how do you not know certain things about these people? So they didn't get to know a lot of each other, and I don't know what the phone calls are like or how lengthy the time is and things at all. But the show is very interesting. Your daughter likes that show, Cindy. You haven't watched it? Well, I'm here to let you know that's a show that me and my daughter watch together. And we sit there and we shake our heads and we are in shock and we can't believe it at all. We're like, what? Did that just happen? Did they just say that? So, what were they? Yeah. Yep. We watched that show together. I'll be sitting here. I'll be diamond painting. She'll watch TV. I'll look up. I can't believe it. I'm in shock. So, the shocking part a lot of times is some of them will have addictions that, obviously they couldn't do anything about while they were behind bars. But I guess the minute they get out and they're free, they have somebody that wants to be with them and had a job on the outside. The minute they give them a little bit of money, that's what they do. They take it and they feed their addiction. The problem is they might not have shared that they had an addiction with the person that they met online. Um, and that's usually the case because the addiction was contained when they were behind bars. So they probably didn't feel there was a need to discuss it. So it's little things like that pique my interest. They should know each other well when all they can do is talk. I so agree. That's the shock for me when it comes to watching the show. Like that's all you had time to do was talk. How come you don't know this about this last episode that just ended? This season just ended probably about a month ago. Um, the gentleman he picked his girlfriend up, and they were getting married the day after he picked her up. She shows up 5 hours late. He had gave her his credit card. Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. And he's standing there pretty much scared that she's not coming as he didn't know her. So then she took off in the middle of the night with his credit card and the rental car that his parents got. And she towed the rental car up, costing his dad $21,000. That was my thought too. Yep, $21,000. If the dad doesn't have insurance that covered it, and she probably wasn't covered because she wasn't a listed driver on the dad's policy. Although the dad could have given permissive use, can't give permissive use to someone else if you gave permissive use. So he gave his son permission to drive the rental, I'm sure. So the son then gave her permission. But she was on camera talking about how she took the car because she had to get out of there. So if it were my current insurance company or the previous current insurance company that I worked for, she wouldn't have been covered, which means dad is on the hook for the $21,000. And if he doesn't pay it, then the rental car company is going to go after dad and attach his assets. Gotta love life. Got to love life. Anyway. So spring is coming. Uh-oh. Spring is in the air. Yeah, spring is in the air. It's supposed to be 90 degrees tomorrow here in Vegas. I don't know. That's kind of hot. We're getting up there already. It's still April. That should be like June weather, if you ask me, not April weather. So I know you guys are always talking about your trash and you guys show it and things like that. Um, so I'm gonna show mine. I hope that it not doesn't look like it's gonna write itself. Maybe in the corner you can see those are doubled up beads. Lots of trash. I totally understand what everyone is saying. Still not impacting my experience at all. Still enjoying it. I am enjoying it. So I'm hearing that as far as squares, every moment is a quintessential experience. And I haven't gotten to my ever moments yet. I do plan to do like some unboxings and things like that. I'll probably definitely do a couple of unboxings during the Diamond Paint-a-thon. Um, Definitely plan to, show like some different distinctions between canvas quality, different companies that I have. I know a lot of people inquire about Home Fun, especially if you're new. I have Home Fun, I have Hoolicans, I have Glymic, I have Manhui. So I definitely plan to do some comparisons. I even ordered a couple of diamond paintings off of Amazon. So I will have some of those coming up. Um, just really was kind of jumping on here tonight because it's been a while since I did a drill with me and wanted everybody tomorrow. The high is going to be 54 in Minnesota. Oh, oh, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna not complain about my weather. Did it get 54 here? It does get kind of cool here, but I don't know if it, you know, 54. I'm sure it gets down to about 40 here um, in the winter months, especially at night. I think it gets down to like 30, 35 sometime at night. But then, it gets pretty nice during the day, and then the temperature drops again. So, yep. You guys know that Cindy was one of the winners for my giveaway the other day. Make sure you guys congratulate her. Congratulate her. I sent off those diamond paintings yesterday. I looked like a fool at the post office. I get there and I know you guys saw the package that we have 16 degrees Celsius. I think that's like 60 Fahrenheit. That's not too bad, Eliza. So I get to the post office and I know you guys saw the little white packaging that all of the diamond paintings were in. I ordered the diamond paintings. They came in. I cut across the top. I opened them. I looked at them. Oh, great. I had never gotten around to, going through and kitting up the diamonds. Never had gone through, taking them out, putting them into portfolio. So that's why I said, oh, these would be ideal to give us giveaways because they're basically still fresh out of, China mail. So kind of moving over from there, I'm doing the giveaway. I'm about to mail out all of the winners' canvases, and I go to the post office. They don't have any more of the white bags. So I'm like, okay, well, can we just tape this up and then put? And he said, no, he didn't think that was a good idea. So he gave me these long, like, poster boxes, and the poster boxes aren't as big as the bag that they're in. So he was like, well, you have to roll it a little bit tighter. Not a problem, but then I couldn't get the diamonds in. And I'm holding the line up. It's the day after tax day, and I purposely waited until Tuesday because I knew it was going to be crazy at the post office on Monday. Anyway, they gave almost everybody the day off because they worked everybody up through tax day. So we have one person, and the line is huge. It's 9:15. I got to be at work by 10, and I'm holding the line up. And you could tell he was getting irritated with me. I'm like, I'm sorry. I thought you would have something. You can't just tape this up and we could just put like stickers on it. Can you just weigh it? I'll pay for the poster and I'll do it myself later. No, no, no. While you're here. Oh my gosh. It was so crazy. It was crazy. So I'm standing there. I already told you guys I have a rug. Like my hair, I know you guys can see. It's a rug. It looks thin, but it's not. It's so thick, and it feels like I got, little kids put a blanket on and they pretend like they're Cher. Like I used to do that when I was a kid. I put a blanket on my head and I pretend like I was Cher. I really feel like, it's a blanket on my head. It's full of wool, and so I'm there, and I'm sweating, and I try to put my hair up in a I normally keep like a ponytail or a scrunchie on my wrist or something, and I must have left it in the car. So I'm in there like, oh my god, the heat is on my neck. I'm sweating, and this guy is yelling at me. Man, I tell you, I was like, I started to leave the post office and leave that stuff there. And I said, no, I can't. I can't. I have some dedicated subscribers, and I really appreciated everyone, all of the support. So I stayed there and stuck it out. I looked a hot mess by the time I got to work. I left there at 9:42, and I didn't even think I'd be on time. I was hightailing it down the highway. Whew, hightailing it. I get to work, and we got a meter office downstairs. I could have just brought the stuff on in the building with me, sat down, and let the our mail office do all of that for me. Oh boy, I tell you, the things that I go through. They say, what's that saying? Where you're a dollar late and a penny short, a day late and a penny short. That's me, definitely me. I come in, I'm relaying to somebody what, and the guy that works in our mail office says, "Why did you just bring it in the building with you?" And I was like, "Cause I need to get it mailed off." And he said, "We do that here. We have our own meter. I just need cash." I said, "What?" Like literally, all I would have had to have done was go to an ATM to get the money. So when you get your package, Cindy, know that I sent it with love. That's all. Please, please don't look down on me if it looks a hot mess. I, I was trying to get it in the box with love. I could not put the entire package in. I was upset about that. I wanted to put the outer packaging in, and I couldn't. But again, it's sent with love, so much love. uh, yeah, we had three winners. We had Coriolis Diamond Painting Project, and we also had what Diamond Painting with Eskies Jennifer. She also, no, Jennifer's Creations Wall. I'm sorry. I always get Diamond Painting with Eskies and Jennifer's Creations Wall. She also won. She won our second place, where you got to pick your choice of the two, and then um, our grand prize winner was Coriolis. So you think it'll be fine? I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Now you guys know Cindy was my very first mod. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was about to go live. I think I had a half an hour to go, and I was like, "How do we get mods? What do we do?" And she was like, "I'll do it. I'll help you." So I really appreciate that, and I sent you a little something extra, Cindy, because I appreciated all the help that you have. My other mods, Rosie Posey's Craft, Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. I asked her to be a mod. She is one of my mods. I think I go so late at night that I haven't had a chance. Rachel, Marissa, they all offer. Sherry's um, Creative Niche, I think is how you say it. Um, and who else? I have to think. Quiet Inspiration, Heidi. She's also one of my mods. She was the second one to become one of my mods. Uh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did because I would have been sitting there. So when Cindy became my mod, it was on a day where so much activity was happening. People were getting kicked out of live chats and things because they weren't showing like a lot of respect. They were coming in making crazy comments. You have no idea, Cindy, how scared I was. Just poking my nose in for a few minutes. Hi, Sofa Brush, how are you? Yeah, trolls. That's what Mrs. Crochet and Coffee called them. And then also Ginger later that night when I went to her live, she had said, she was talking about trolls and stuff. And so that was like an active weekend. And I was like, I don't know what if somebody's gonna come in, I'm probably gonna start crying. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that. But yeah, I do. I'll blubber in a minute, guys. I will blubber in a minute. I feel like it's best to get it out. And you guys know I'm upset. We don't have to play no guessing games. If I start crying, I'm upset. So yeah, I felt like if somebody came in, and I think Ginger, she told her mod, she was like, give me an opportunity to go back at them, to go back and forth. I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to do that. So I remember I told Cindy, just kick mine right on out. And who was the first troll I got? Was my daughter. She came in and she was like, "Oh, I hate diamond painting. You guys should start puzzling with me." She was trying to get Blonde Noir and Cindy B. She was trying to get them to start doing puzzles. I was like, you gotta go. You gotta get out of my room with that. So yeah, we had fun. We had a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to more fun. I'm trying to save all of my good content for the Diamond Paint Marathon, so that's why I'm just generally chatting tonight. And I don't want to take away some of the content that I've already. Trolls say off. Yeah, they do. Last live I watched, there were five. Whoa, five. That's a lot. That's too many. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, the ones that I've been in, I'll see one or two. They do make some horrible comments and things. They'll say some things. Um, and you really have to have some amazing mods that can jump on it, that know it doesn't have anything to do with, and they'll get them out and delete the comments and things. But yeah, that's a shame. Everyone's trying to get together, be supportive of one another, have someone to listen to while they're, diamond painting and things. I know I get a lot done. I don't know if you guys watch him. Jeremy. I will watch Jeremy. Like even if I don't catch him live, I don't get to catch him live a lot. I'll send him a message and things, but I'll watch his streams back while I'm painting. And so what I like about it, like how Eliza, like how you said when you came in, just listening to you while you're doing other things. That's exactly what I do. I listen to Jeremy and how he engages while I'm diamond painting. And I feel I do the same. Well, I engage when I'm in Mrs. Crochet and Coffee's live. I do engage. So many of us are in there. We know each other. It's a great community and stuff. Sometimes I'll find myself chit chatting, but it is nice to have, the opportunity to just kind of listen. And so when comments come up and they look at them and things like that, that's difficult. I think it would throw me off a little bit, I'd be upset for a moment, and we just talked about how I'll start blubbering and crying. Why did they say that? What did I do? I don't deserve that. So, yeah, it's great. The job that mods do for you is really great. They keep everybody entertained and answer the questions, especially if I'm in the middle of applying some of my diamonds. I don't necessarily always see all the comments right away. So mods can see the suspicious comments first and then have to release them so all can see or hide the comments. Once in Sherry's live had to okay Laura Law. She had the word ass in her comment. What do you guys do when you're in Redneck Beauty in her lives? um, I'm sure those are some fun lives, huh? I went to her live for the Diamond Paintathon, and then I went to another one after that. I was like, "Whoo, this is definitely a different avenue," and just kept me on my toes, kept me laughing. Oh my goodness. I like that variety. I really do though. I liked it a lot. And uh-oh. I don't know where that came from, but clearly gonna have to re put refine that one. So let's see. Yeah. So did you guys notice today that Mrs. Crochet and Coffee she put up a poll for her next diamond painting? Um, and she was trying to get everyone vote for what they thought that she should do. Um, my vote was for the Black Swan. I'm not a mod for Redneck. That would be yes. That would definitely be a fun job. And plus, I think she probably has a lot of subscribers that aren't just from the diamond painting community. So her lives probably do differ, for that reason. Um, so she had a choice between, oh, what was her choice? I did go with Black Swan. I feel selfish in my choice because my reasoning for her doing Black Swan is because that is the next. I think that's the next painting I'm getting. I want to get Black Swan along with um, Not Bad, Just Drawn That Way. And so when she put that up, I was like, yeah. Let me see. When she put up the vote for it, I said I voted on Black Swan. But like I said, I think it was mostly because selfishly I thought it would be in here. I was trying to see if it would be like one of the first ones because I forget the other two paintings that she had with it. But oh yeah, she said her Cotard, and it was another one that she had. Anyway, I would love to see her painting the Black Swan because I want to get it. So I feel like my decision was selfish, but I don't know. Oh, I'm looking at your comments. I laughed so good. Yeah. Yep, I laughed really hard. She had me busting up. Had an exhausting day, had a 5 hour shift on top of recovering from bronchitis. So my energy, oh my gosh, everybody's sick. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's what I voted for. I want to see it worked up. Oh no. I do. I want to see Black Swan. I saw that the first night and was like, oh wow, look at that. That is so beautiful. Like the way it looked like the sun was glaring onto the water, and then you could see the swan. Oh gosh, I think that's going to be so beautiful. But yeah, I wanted to still, I didn't want to skip over some of the other ones. I'm gonna have a house. I know you guys can see my plain walls. I'm gonna show them because I always say, look at the empty walls. That space above the couch is bigger than you probably know. It's a um, high ceilings all over, going up, and so I have nothing but empty white walls. Nothing, nothing. Obviously, I'm about to. But just so you know, my goal is to fill my walls. That's what I want to do. I want to fill the walls. And the reason I think it's important to fill my walls, to give it some life. Plus, I feel like sometimes I'm sitting in here and I'm talking to myself. I mean, I know I'm literally talking to myself, but I feel like there's an echo that comes off the wall, and I'm talking to myself. So that's another reason why I keep saying I got to fill up these walls. I keep telling Diamond Art Club that, you just gonna come and take this money. I got to fill up these walls. So when it comes to your canvas, guys, who's your favorite? Like, what's your favorite character, your theme that you like to work on? I obviously I am a fan of Mandy Manzano. I don't want to torture her name too much, but I'm definitely a fan of hers. I am starting to have an appreciation for JoJo's art, definitely. And Suniva, I think I like a lot of his wolf work. A lot of his wolf work. But if I had to like all day long theme it, I love Disney themes. I feel like I'm channeling um, Tiana, Princess Tiana from Disney. That's my dad's side. And Pocahontas, I get called Pocahontas a lot. My grandmother is Native American, and I do get called Pocahontas a lot. Anyway, I feel like I channel them, so a lot of like my diamond paintings that I have, like China Mail, those are the themes that I have from there. Um, let's see what else. I do like Disney fairies. I like fairies, and I don't know. I'm doing a custom head design now. Next, I will do my first Diamond Art Club. I won. Oh, okay, Wolfpack. Okay, I got the blue owl. Love that. Gotta go. Work at 9. Well, you get some rest then. You feel better. You like, I love landscapes. I do love landscapes also. Um, I don't have any florals, but I seen a blue floral on someone's. I think someone posted a blue floral on the Facebook page, and I love that one. I loved it a lot. I do. When it comes to lives, I am starting to really like unboxings and unbaggings. Not so much where they, go through and do all the inventory, but I do like to see like what the canvas looks like. If it's clarity, I like to try and see if it'll be clear. I also like to see if they can zoom in how clear the symbols are. I love that a lot. So I find myself I love to watch unboxings. What else? The chat with me's. I like chat with me's. Because we're just sitting around chit chatting and things like that. Um, but doing like a whip work in progress where you're showing what you're working on and things like that. I'm starting to get into those a lot also. I think that those are starting to be fun. I think I forget whose live I was in, and someone said sometimes during the lives they don't get a lot done, and so my daughter, she said that. She said you don't get a lot done, and I said I don't think, like I really think Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, she is pretty good at getting her diamonds laid down. I'm trying to get better at it. I think I'm doing pretty good tonight, but I'm just randomly talking. A lot of times I try and have something that I'm going to, try and have, set up to where I'm moving from this topic to that topic and I know what I'm going to, go over. But I'm trying to save all my good content for the Diamond Paint-a-thon because I want to have fun. I want to have fun. Um, so so that's why tonight is just really just random ranting. Random ranting. You know. How's my music sounding, Cindy? Is it nasty? Because I have that issue where I don't feel like my music always is at a good level, and my music sometimes I feel like sounds kind of horrible over my my ranting. So yeah, I heard about the fire at the cathedral. Um, what I did hear was that there was a lot of people who were donating money to help, get it taken care of. They could probably get that, back up in no time. They said it was something like millions of dollars that they'd already collected. So, I don't see that taking 5 to 10 years. If they got that kind of money, they could probably start working on that project within the next 6 months. I don't think many can do Mrs. Coffee Speed. Nope. She is awesome. She's awesome. Boy, oh boy. She has filled my life, my Friday nights. I tell you that. I can't wait. I get my stuff. I'm like, as soon as I get home, I get all of my snacks and every. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I have my snacks. Um, my daughter, a couple of weeks ago, well, the week before she got sick, and I had my daughter get everything together for me. All I gotta do is come home. I remember I kicked my shoes off. I went to the restroom, washed my hands, and came right into my little art studio and sat down. I couldn't wait. So, and then that week when she was sick and she didn't go live, woo! I was sitting on the couch like I lost my best friend. I was the only person on the island by myself. So my daughter was like, "You got it bad." I do, baby. Mommy got it bad. But you know what? It's fun, and it's what I love. And if everybody feels about it the way I do, it's what makes it fun. So, but I did have it bad, and I couldn't wait. I'm like, oh my goodness. So, think I heard this morning that they have already raised $230 million. I'm sure that's just the start of it. That's what we need, though, to get it back and stuff. That definitely is what they need. Get the money rolling so they can get on. I just hope they can get the project started right away. Not too much of a delay and things like that. Do they know if it was arson? If it was an accident? I hope it wasn't arson. I really do. You know, just an accident, a freak accident, so we can get on past it and see what we can do about rebuilding and getting it back to you know at this point it could the grounds itself should be able to be considered like a treasure, a national treasure or something also, so that it's always protected. Yep, it's got to be the start of it. But I did hear that the millions were raking in, so I do think that they'll be able to get it taken care of quickly. I'm gonna have my daughter sing an opening or something for me one night. She used to. Whenever I sit here and listen to certain artists and stuff, I think about her. I've had. I know you guys know. I've had my kids on such. I haven't heard a cause either, Cindy. I had my kids on such a. I mean, I really jumped in and dived into parenting. I felt like I didn't want to impact my kids. Obviously, mom and dad weren't together, and I didn't want them to feel like they lost anything behind it. I know kids in two-parent families, they sometimes get to do a little bit more than kids that come from broken homes and things like that. So I really dove in when it came to my kids, all in. Reduced any excesses. I didn't date and things like that. Um, and so, which is it might not have been the best idea, in hindsight, talking to my kids now, I think that they wish that I had dated. My daughter, she had an honest moment last week, and she told me that me not having somebody makes her feel like she shouldn't move on, like she shouldn't leave home to pursue, her career and things like that. And I felt horrible that she felt like that. She wasn't saying it, out of anger or anything like that. I asked her, how does she feel about mommy not dating when she was growing up? And she told me she thinks I should have dated because she worried about, leaving me behind now. So obviously there's, hindsight being 2020, there's, something to another angle that I never considered. But I say this because I threw myself into their lives so much. Anything they wanted, whether it was something that I felt would pan out or not, I definitely, definitely was all for. And at one point, my daughter, when she was 7, she was in her room with the door closed. And my son and I were in the living room. We were walking in the hall, something. We were checking on something. I can't remember. and I hear some kind of singing. And I said, "Oh, that's nice. Who's she listening to?" And my son said, "That's Tiara. That's her. She's singing that." And so I opened the door, and she was singing Etta James. And Etta James is like, she's an older singer from just another era. Anyway, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe she's 7. She sounds like that. She sounded amazing. And that began the embark of her really wanting to like sing. She can sing really well, really well. But as I said, I've thrown myself into my kids' lives. So, okay, you can do this. Here's what we're going to do. I had her career off to American Idol. I had auditions set up. She had to be a certain age to audition for American Idol. She had to be a certain age. The Voice ended up coming out a year or so after this. I had her. I had her auditions scheduled for both. We're gonna one way or another. Don't worry, baby. You're gonna make it on this show. She did every talent show locally here in Vegas. She won Las Vegas Rising Star. She just was phenomenal. Anyway, she gets to I think 14. I think she's 13 or 14, and she told me she was retiring. What do you mean? What do you mean? We retiring? uh, so, yep, yeah, Eliza. There's a fire in Notre Dame over in Paris at the cathedral. It was bad. So yeah, their cathedral, the big one. If you go online, you'll be able to see they got photos up of all the damage from aerial shot. It's bad. Anyway, so my daughter wanted to retire from singing. She did pageants. She did the Little Miss Nevada pageant. Little Miss Nevada pageant is a natural pageant. It is supposed to focus on the child. The first year, I had no idea about pageants. I had no idea about the glitz, the glamour, hair pieces, makeup, any of that. And again, Little Miss Nevada focuses on like all natural. So they want your kid to come and just shine in whatever, and you just fit the bill. They tell you if there's going to be a themed costume and things of that nature. So I didn't have a lot of money. And so my daughter did well. She won the whole. She got the big giant trophy. She won the whole thing, and I think in her individual, I think she came in second. And then overall, she won overall. She got the big trophy. She did really well. Long story short, you have to be careful with the music you play on your channel. YouTube will block the video or live if there's copyrighted music playing. Um, well, thank you for telling me that. This is, I don't know what this is because I'm listening to Pandora, but I can always just turn it down. Can you hear it? Yeah, if you can hear it, because I don't ever want. I know Mrs. Crochet and Coffee during the one live, she told me she couldn't hear it, but I don't want you guys to be able to hear it. Okay, barely. All right, I turned it all the way down. It's on like 5, but let me know if you can hear it. Anyway, my daughter, she she was in the pageant the first year. She did really well, won the big trophy and everything. So now, because she did so well, she is the contending. What do they call it? Contending champ or the reigning. She was the reigning winner. So she comes back the next year, and now mommy has some experience. I have a lot of experience now. So, I could say stuff and I could help and things like that. Oh my goodness, I probably shouldn't have done that. So the next year comes, and because of the success of the pageant, we have all of the Little Miss Tiaras there now, from the Toddlers and Tiaras TV show. So a lot of them showed up. Keep in mind, it's a natural pageant. I don't know. Maybe it was the competitor in me. I really don't know what I was thinking. But, okay, well, I'll make sure it's off then. I don't want to break no rules. There we go. So, I I don't know. I definitely think it was the competitor in me. But we're there, and there was this one girl. She she kept watching everything my daughter did, and I've seen her on the show Toddlers and Tiaras. And I told my daughter, "Oh, they're watching you. They're watching you." I said, "Let's not practice your routine right here. We don't want to see anybody incorporate what you're doing into the routine. Let's go over here." So we move. We go to another place. I start to see the first girl that was watching her. I start to see her doing some of the moves that my daughter was doing, and I'm like, really at this point getting into it. Long story short, I turned into the quintessential pageant mom. Get over here. No, don't do it like that. Stop. Put your arm down. Pick your head up. My poor baby must not be kicked out now that I finally found you. Oh, I'm going to try not to. So, yeah, so my daughter is, she's, she's looking at me, and I'm telling her, stop, don't do this, stop, don't do that. Literally, the little girls, they do have the experience because they've been in more pageants, and they also been on the TV show Toddlers and Tiara. But I do understand them needing such, different routines and wanting to be unique to the point where, they're trying to continue on. And my daughter got mad and said, "I don't even want to do the pageant." Oh, oh, okay. They won't kick my whole. All right. Well, hopefully you couldn't hear anything. I tried not to have it up too much, just enough for me to hear in the background, because I don't know, but I can hear the echo. Anyway, my daughter got so mad. She had tears in her eyes, and now I'm a bad mom because I was like forcing all. I really was bad though. Stop! No, put your arm down. Don't you see them over there? Oh, you can do better than that. Oh, it was bad, and I do remember the tears in her eyes. Every time I see it, she has trophies. She did really well. Her first time out there, she didn't know anything about pageant. All we did was my daughter has curly hair like me, but we flat ironed her hair. She wore her hair straight, and she just wore like regular everyday clothes. She would walk out on the stage like she had a modeling contract. She'd put her hands on her hips. She'd wave. She blew like a couple of kisses. She blew a few kisses at the judges, waved again, and turned and walked off. And I'll never forget the first year. There was a lady there. Her daughter had a gorgeous dress. She had all this sequins and everything on. She had all this makeup and stuff. Her makeup was flawless. She had a hairpiece on, and the hair was curled, and it went down her back. And I guess I didn't learn her mom's lesson. When my daughter beat her daughter, she flipped out. And my daughter was plain. She was natural. She didn't have all of that on. And I didn't learn her lesson. And the next year, because I'd seen all of these girls on Toddlers and Tiaras, I turned around and turned into that mom that flipped out when she lost to my daughter. I didn't flip out though. You guys would be proud. I just was like, pageant mom, come on. Tiara, move over here. Tiara, don't do that. Tiara. She hated it. That was her last year doing pageants. I couldn't get her to do a pageant if I paid her now at all. She retired from music. I didn't do anything with that. The pageant thing didn't work out. I didn't want my name associated with anything. I think that was dad on that one. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you sing so well. you're gonna be the next big Beyonce. You're gonna be the next big it. Yeah, she got tired of that and retired at 14. She was at 13 or 14. So, needless to say, like I said, I've dove into my kids' life. Uh, yeah. Morning from the UK. How are you? Martin. I hope I'm saying this right. Martine Bowie. Um, or Bowie. Is it Bowie or Bowie? Look at that. Quick story about why I'm always trying to do a UK accent. I went to court reporting school. And in court reporting school, I sat in between two women from the UK. And apparently, you guys have turf wars. Okay, Bowie. So apparently you guys have turf wars. I don't know where they were from. I really can't remember. It's been about 15 years. But I sat in between them nonetheless, and they would argue all the time. Oh, you just gonna sit there and just tell them that fag, are you? Oh, just stuff it. I mean, they just kept going back and forth, and all day, every day. And I remember one day we were in Walmart, and it was a group of women from the UK. They come here to Vegas every year for some sort of bike marathon. So they come and they buy bikes, and they do the marathon, and then when the marathon is over, before they go back to the UK, they donate their bikes to Goodwill for children, and which I thought was very honorable. But they were in Walmart and they were trying to decide which bikes they were going to get. And they were arguing, and it just reminded me of when I was in court reporting, and I started. I don't know why, but I started in right then and there in like what I thought was a UK accent. And I'm like, oh Lord, oh, can't believe you guys are here in all you United States and you're arguing like they can't get along with one another. And the girl said, oh, you're from the UK also? And my son started laughing. And I was like, oh my God, I lost it. I had it for like 2 seconds. And she said, how'd you do that? And yeah, no. So yeah, needless to say, it comes and it goes every once in a while. But it came from sitting there between them, listening to them argue. Uh, and I was in school for 2.5 years. You're Cornish lass. Okay, I I am Cornish lass. Am I doing it wrong? I feel like I'm doing it wrong. UK accent, is it sound different depending on where you're from? Can you guys like depict one another? Oh, she's from Cornish. She's a Cornish lass. She's from Edinburgh. Is that how you do it? Your men. Man, as soon as your men open their mouths and they have the UK accent, it just, oh, they sound so awesome. They do. No wonder if UK men are just as, you know, dingy as US men. I'm sure men are men no matter where they are, but I guess I had never thought about it until just now. You know, like, do we find, men of other, areas and locations? Yes, we different areas, we have different accents. Okay. Only I think only you guys can pick the subtle differences. Like, do people think you guys all sound, generally alike? Probably. I think I'm answering some of my own questions. Probably. Yeah. I have to think about that. Does anybody here wonder about, or they automatically hear an accent from a man from another, and they automatically think he just sounds debonair? I mean, he could be the same lazy man, with just an accent. You don't know until you hear him speak. But does he automatically just seem more suave and more smooth and more debonair? He does to me. I don't know why. I was watching that movie Notting Hill, Um, what is that tall, skinny guy that was his roommate? I can't remember his name, but I gotta be honest. He 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 was crazy in the movie, but I think that he probably would still just get more, I don't know, more attention from the ladies here in the U.S. than if he just started to speak with a regular U.S. accent. I don't know. I do feel like we're kind of suckers for accents. I love to listen to accents. Me too. Yes, but some are really strong accent differences. Oh, have you heard Rosie Posey Craft? Her accent is very strong. I tried to imitate her. It was an epic fail. So, but I do have fun trying. I do have fun trying. I know what your UK artists, your musicians, boy, can they sing? They can sing. They can sing, sing, sing. I don't know. Have a lot of soul in their music and passion and heart. I do like to hear them sing. Really do. Not just talking about Adele. I know everyone knows Adele's from the UK, but I do like a lot of UK artists. I like Jasmine Thompson a lot. Yes, I like Annie's and Carol Wellington. I like Cal's laugh. Yep. I'm shocked that Cal's not in here tonight. Um, uh, yeah, I like their laugh. Like it. Oh, what you working on, Martine? What you currently working on? Did you know there's going to be another Diamond Paintathon? Just so you know, it's going to be the weekend of May 3rd. I think it's the 4th and 5th. Yeah. So making sure I get it out so everyone knows this one is going to be fun, fun, fun. Until your daddy takes your T-Bird away. Oh, that's not original, right? Like we can't sing either, Cindy. How does that work? Where I'm from, they're famous for the Cornish pastries and cream teas. Oh, oh, pastries. Pastries sound awesome right now. Pastries. Yeah. Yeah, I'm scared to sing. I'm scared to sing. You guys should be scared to hear me sing. I don't sing like my daughter at all. At all. Oh my goodness, I'm making such good progress tonight. Look at me. You're so proud of me, guys. Don't know how much of a song you can sing. Okay, I won't do it. Not that I can sing anyway. Yep. I don't want to step on any toes. And I know, it's important because I remember, um, what is that name of that file sharing service from years ago? Um, I remember a lot of people were upset because their music was being shared on there and it prevented them from being able to earn, you know, with all the file sharing. I can't remember Frogster or Leapster or something. I'm working on an Ever Moment Christmas gift of my friend's dog Ollie. It's a 60 by 90. I make up songs to sing my 22-month-old grandson. The other day, he put his hand over my mouth. You will. I'm almost done. I just have this little bit to go. Um, I had my brother's granddaughter here a few weeks ago, and she'll come over. She'll come over like once a month, once every month and a half, or something like that. She'll come and spend time with Auntie. We have a good time when she comes over. So her mom calls to see if it was okay. And I said, yeah, but I need for you to do a couple of things. And she was like, what's that? And I was like, I need for you to bring this girl some food with you when you come. And she was like, okay. Now, keep in mind, this was before I went on my journey. So, the reason why I told her mom to bring her some food is because the last time she came, I said, baby, Auntie's going to take you out. We're going to have a little fun. She says, okay. She's three. She's three going on 39, just so you guys know. Anyway, she says, okay. Like she doesn't have a care in the world. I take her to McDonald's. What 3-year-old do you know doesn't want to go to McDonald's? I certainly only want at three. Oh man, I would have been jumping over the cars trying to get to McDonald's. So we go in. She says, "Can I take my shoes off and go play?" I'm like, "Yeah. What do you want to eat? Whatever you get, it's okay." I'm like, okay. She says it's okay. Whatever I get. I got her a hamburger because I didn't know if she would like cheese. I got her a hamburger Happy Meal with the fries and what did I get to drink? I can't remember. What. It's like a chocolate milk or something to drink. That's ideal. You know, you eat it in school and things like that. Jeremy, I was just talking about you earlier. So I get her the quintessential Happy Meal hamburger, no cheese, no ketchup, just plain. We can add this stuff on. Come with a little French fries, got your chocolate milk. And I'm excited. She comes back from playing. It's time to sit down. I had like a double cheeseburger, a French fry, and a soda or something. She sits back in her seat, folds her arms, and says, Auntie, you eat bad. What? We're not doing this. You're three, and you're gonna eat this. You eat bad. There's no apples. How come you didn't give me any apples? I'm like, huh? Huh? Like I had nothing to say. Nothing to say. So yeah, you want her to come over and visit. You're gonna have to bring her some food. Cause this one right here, she talks about my food choices. Yep. You eat bad. Where's the apples? No vegetables. You just gonna buy me a burger? Really? You gonna throw the burger up there? Ain't even no cheese on it. She's three, going on 39. So, oh, yes. Oh, the joy. Oh, the joy. She comes over this last time. I tell her, Mama, you got to bring her some food. Bring her what she like. She's not gonna be sitting here chastising my food choices. So her mom comes and she brings her fruit and things. She has everything she wants. So it's gonna be a good night. What do you want to watch? Let's watch a movie. What movie do you want to watch? She says Grease. Okay, we have both. You want to have a Grease marathon? We're gonna do that. Yeah. How can you not sing along when Grease is playing? Just like your grandson, Cindy. Ding Dong puts her hand over my mouth and says, no, we don't sing during Grease. I said, but you sing it. Well, you can't. Ooh, ooh, you ready to go home, I see. You gonna send me home? Yeah, I'm gonna send you home. You know, you're interrupting the fun. You're talking about me. I can't eat what I want to eat when you're around. Yeah, it's time to go home. I feel judged. You're three, and I'm feeling judged. Yeah. Needless to say, the next time my niece asked me to watch her daughter, I said no. Nope. I'm going to have some bad food choices tonight, and I'm going to need to sing, and I don't need to be chastised for it. Uh, how's everyone's night going? It's going pretty good. uh, what have you been up to? You love Greece. I do too. Here it is, a great morning with the sun shining. Ooh, it's morning there. It's morning. We were talking earlier, Jeremy, because I was saying that I have my fun videos, where I can sit down and I like to watch unboxings and unbaggings. And I said I have some creators that I just need to get a lot of work done. And when I come to your live, even if I can't get you live, remember I know I sent you a message I think a week or two ago where I caught one of your videos after the stream had ended, and I was like, oh, I get a lot done when I listen to Jeremy's videos because yours go on for a long time. I can just put it on, and then I just paint away, and I feel like, woof, man, I'm getting a lot done tonight. So I do appreciate that. Keep up that good work. I also like how you know everybody that comes to your live. You talk to them. I want to get that way. You have so many subscribers. I think that's really commendable because you really get to know them. You talk to them. So I like that also. I'm getting there. You are. You working on your wolf? We're just talking about that, so it's not done. It's almost done though, right, Jeremy? I think I think you only have a day or two. What's your next project going to be? I think I have changed my mind so many times. I don't know what it's going to be. I really don't. I know it's a Diamond Art Club, but I just don't know. I got Mama Knows, and I've changed my mind so much. Awesome. You're welcome. 52 from 1K. Are you really? Man, that's pretty good. 4 inches to go. I think you'll have it. It's coming along really good. So I thought maybe it might have been done. I was wondering about that earlier, but I think you're gonna get it. It looks nice. I was I know you have yours says Dreamcatcher Wolf, and I just received Wolf Dreamcatcher. I've been waiting on that one for a while, so obviously that's in my rotation. I may skip, but I've been debating between Lips Like Morphine and Nola for a long time. And then Cindy B, she just finished Lips Like Morphine, and so then that was winning. And I ordered a new pen called Bourbon Street, and it reminds me of Nola. So I said, if that one comes in, I'll move over to Nola. And then my Wolf Dreamcatcher came in. Whew. And then I have Mama Knows also, which is, I don't know, man. That's everyone wanted that one so bad. I wanted it bad. And I have so many, I don't know. Ow, I won. Oh, you're welcome. 4 inches to go. Yeah. Anyway, where'd you win your owl from? Yeah. Oh. So we talked about my crazy little niece. My niece is something else, boy. I feel like she's been here before. She understands at an age that, obviously I told you she's 3, but she just seems like she's older than 3. She comes across as a little adult. I do feel like she's like 39 in the mind. Wolf Dreamcatcher is the first diamond painting I really. I would have not known that. I would have not known that. Do you have any other crafts that you like? I know that Cindy B is working on a beaded cross stitch, and it's coming along really nicely. What did I do? And I was talking about some of my crafts earlier that I did before diamond painting. I've done. I think I broke it. Uh oh. I broke it. Here we go. Okay. And I did. I've done soap making. I've done candle making. Some of the other stuff that I've done more recent has been polymer clay. I was horrible at it. It was fun to play with, but I was horrible at it. I'm very bad at it. I can't get the designs to really form like you see on the videos and stuff. And I wanted to make everybody jewelry, everybody. I'll say you one from Gender. Now you. Now me. Oh, here it is. Great morning sunshine. Oh, the first time. Um, Now you're only 50 away. I did unbagging on paint by number today. I'll be starting that here soon. Plus, I love coloring, so I'll be sharing some of that. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Definitely. You did an unbagging on paint by number. That sounds fun. A lot of people, when I tell them that I diamond paint, that's what they ask. If sorry, I gotta put my hair up. That's what they ask me is if I will do any paint by numbers. I tell them no, but she an old soul. I am too. Yes, I'm doing a beaded cross stitch. I really love it. A break from diamond painting when I need it. A break from diamond painting. I don't need a break from diamond painting right now. My diamond painting was my break, to be honest, because I was doing uh, regular. I like the beaded cross stitch. I really like the way it looks. I did regular cross stitch, and the projects would take so long to complete. I mean, it would take forever to complete, and then all the counting and things like that. And I think what it is it just didn't bring the excitement like diamond painting does, so it would just take me longer. Now I did like playing with the polymer clay. I like playing with it and trying to get the shapes and things like that, but they never came out the way they were supposed to, and so I would always end up. It's crazy. I would always end up just like. But I have one right now. Where's? Let me open my drawer. I'm gonna show you guys some craziness. Okay, here we go. Don't laugh. He's been sitting here. Okay. So this is a design that I tried. You see the hole in the top? I used the mold. I used the conditioner, everything. You can see the shine on top. Um, this was another one. This broke off. This had a hole at the top also. It was supposed to be. And I'm sitting here for days and days and days just trying to perfect. So these were going to, either be necklaces or I was going to attach them, make them earrings. Um, so the concept is there. It's a great concept if you can, but I was doing too much. I was like, this is not, but it was fun. It just would never come out. I felt like I was playing with real Play Doh. And so I was like, I got to move on to another craft. Then my blood pressure was it was up. I won't say it was constant, but it was up. And I remember I had stopped in and put my arm in one of the blood pressure cuffs at like Walmart or something. And so someone was like, you need to come up with a way to where you can reduce your stress. And so I Googled online and I started looking up different ways. And it said painting and arts are therapeutic. And then my son, he was placing an order on Wish, and he was trying to give me tips on how to shop Wish. Like if I were to buy certain things, I need to measure and how to measure because sometimes the sizing and things are off clothing wise and some of the items and stuff. So I'm on Wish. I done got my tip on how to shop Wish, and I come across a diamond painting. It said like 5D painting and things like that. And I had seen something about it when I looked up like different ways to combat stress and stuff. So I said something to my son. He hadn't heard of it, but he said, well, try it. You never know. So I ordered, and it took forever for the order to come in. Forever. I think that first week I was sitting there excited. I couldn't wait. I started looking up videos, and I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. uh, awesome, Cindy B. I did see that book. I look forward to seeing you coloring. Yeah, can't wait to see that. Anyway, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. We were out somewhere. We went to get a tropical smoothie, and right next door to tropical smoothie is Michael's craft store. So we were inside. I always would go in the craft store to get small craft supplies. Not nothing like I started buying after I got into diamond painting. Anyway, we go inside and I see a whole section of diamond paintings. I think I showed you guys in the live where we did the to seal or not to seal section, me and my son. So that was the diamond painting that I went and purchased while I was waiting on my Wish diamond painting to come in. And I started working on that. I'm working on it and I'm almost done, and I'm noticing my Wish order still not in. So I went on, what did I go next? I went on, I think, Amazon next to see if they had any, and they did. And then my son, he ordered me diamond painting. That came in before the Wish order. I'm like, this order's never coming in. It's never going to come in. So I want to learn how to crochet. I love sewing. Crocheting, me and my kids did crocheting, Jeremy. We did crocheting for probably 2 years. We crocheted as our craft. I used to have 2 days a week where we focused only on crafts, and crocheting was our craft. We made scarves, we made hats, we made pillows, we made all kind of stuff, and then we gave them as gifts. And that was pretty neat. Definitely neat. Definitely a great way to get my kids into giving gifts. Especially because I couldn't afford to go out and buy. I'm a single mom. It's just me trying to take care of their financial needs when they're here. So I definitely had to come up with something that was cost efficient, and crocheting was definitely it. Um, and we did a lot of stuff. We started trying to make pattern shapes so that we could crochet sweaters and stuff also. But then I didn't want my son to feel like that's the only craft we're ever going to do is crochet. So we moved from crochet into like woodworking. We've done it all, to be honest. We've done all the crafts that are out there. We did woodworking. Um, we've done crochet. We've done knitting. We did soaps and oils and candles. We did a lot of those. What else have we done? We haven't done any paper projects, and I've never done any like furniture. But I did used to sew. I used to make clothes, so I've done that. I'm gonna learn to crochet. It might be a stupid question, but what is the difference between crochet and knitting? Usually, crocheting is one needle and it's got a hook on the end, and you're basically, creating a chain, and then you're, looping off of that chain, that initial chain. Knitting is two needles, so you'll see when they knit, they start a loop, they put the yarn over the needle, and they create a purl, put the yarn over another needle, and so you're continuously building off of the loops that you create with both needles when you knit. In crochet, you're basing it off of just the one loop. There you go. I live with chronic pain and fatigue, and diamond painting has helped me to relax and less stress. I learned to crochet with YouTube, Jeremy. Just finished. You finished the cardigan off of YouTube? Holy cow. Man, I wish YouTube was around when I was younger. Oh, man. I think the world would be a different world for me right now. But yes, definitely when I retire, I am going to take my YouTube and go up on a mountain with my diamond paintings. Oof, man. I hope to have, like, be by a lake or something, so I could just live off the land. And but we'll see. We'll see. I might be too old to do that, but I definitely plan to move into an RV and to move my RV out of the city. That's as far as I've gotten so far. I'm gonna diamond paint, and I'm going to. Somebody asked me what happens if I have grandkids. They better come visit me on a mountain. Doesn't that make sense? Is that mean? Tell the grandkids come visit me. I'm not going to get them. Uh, so she made a cardigan. You're gonna have to send us pictures or post a picture of the cardigan because I would love to see that. Let's see. I can't see. There we go. I would love to see that. Anyway, I was telling everyone. I know I normally have like pre- content. I normally, kind of choreograph my show before I go live. I know what topic I'm going to talk about. I know what segment. I normally have something pre-made, but I didn't do that this week, and I probably won't do it next week because I want to save my good topics for the Diamond Paint-a-thon that I'm going to be in, and that's coming up because I know all of us are all of us are going to be getting together, having some more fun across that weekend. And I don't want to just be sitting there with no fun content. I want to wake everybody up. How you doing? How you doing? I'm gonna practice my accent just for you, Miss Bowie. I'm gonna practice it so I can use it, and I want to sound authentic. I want to sound authentic, and I hope that when it comes along, I hope you'll say, "Yeah, I'll tell you." I know I lost it. I lost it. I love cross stitching. Doing one of Stevie Nicks that is a full coverage right now. My niece is going to teach me to crochet. Oh wow, Stevie Nicks. Is it just Stevie Nicks by herself after she left Fleetwood Mac, or is it young Stevie when she was still in the group? Please smash that like button. Show love. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Stevie Nicks is awesome. My daughter, she has Fleetwood Mac in her rotation when she used to sing. Like I don't know if she likes Christine McVie more than she likes Stevie Nicks, but I definitely used to be a Stevie Nicks fan, especially '84 through I guess '89. Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. I gotta watch what I'm singing, Cindy. I don't want to sing the wrong thing, you know. But those were some awesome years. Awesome years. Hey, Jeremy, have you ever watched Grease 2? Do you like that movie? Picture of her from '77. Okay, that was a good year when she was, yeah. Um, Grease 2. I like Grease because John Travolta is awesome, and I know I talked about him in one of my previous videos, but yeah, I have a little crusty cheek over here, right here, because he kissed me on my cheek, and I vowed I would never wash it. Incidentally, I have washed the cheek, but I don't wash it often. I'm trying to keep it out, savor all of his saliva and things. um, but what year was that? I think it was 2000. My daughter was like a year or so old, so maybe 2003 or four. Man, you couldn't tell me nothing. Found the pic on Google, turned it into a pattern, started it a little bit before Christmas. I love Fleetwood Mac. Have it on while driving, singing aloud, loudly, along loudly. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac are awesome. So I don't know. What are your favorite musicians, guys? I'm sitting here trying to make sure I don't have no popping drills. You guys see me doing this all the time. That's what I do. I'm always trying to make sure I don't have any popping drills. I love Stevie Nicks. Yeah. So, my favorite musician, I think we talked about this one night. I think it was just only a couple of us in there that night, but it's Sarah Bareilles. I'm not sure if you guys know. She is, I don't even know what genre she would fall into. Easy listening, I guess. I don't know. She's coming to Vegas though. I do know that, and her tickets go on sale next month, and I do plan to go see her. Just I don't know who I'm gonna go see. I have to find a friend that'll go see her with me. I should take an ad out in the paper or something. They don't have anybody that'll go. Just in case you guys didn't know, um, I don't really have a lot of friends. I have like long time associates, somebody that I went to school with years ago. We still associate and talk, although we don't live in the same town. Then someone that I worked with, after I got out of school, we still associate, um, but we don't live in the same town. Me and the ex, we moved here to Vegas from Ohio, and I didn't get out a lot. So anybody that I know, I met at work. I have one good friend that I met at work, and I call her my Zen. She kind of sits on both shoulders. She played Mary in Jesus Christ Superstar Live. Yep. Um, love Queen. Queen is awesome. Also, Queen is an awesome group. So I call her my Zen. She really is. Um, when I'm feeling down, she's on my right shoulder and she's trying to pick me up. If I'm being bad sometimes and I need to settle down and get in the corner and sat down, she's on my other shoulder and she's like, she got a finger pointing at me and she's going off. But I call her my Zen and my little boo. I'm gonna see if she wants to go with me, but if not, I don't have a lot. I'm gonna probably take out an ad and say, "Have a good fun night, become a good friend, and go see Sarah Bareilles with me." Yeah, probably not, because that just it makes me sound even worse. Even worse. You gotta buy a friend off the internet. Stop. Maybe Cindy will come out here and go with me. Huh, Cindy? But you like Pink and Whitney Houston are your top two. Look at that. I was born in '77. My mama listened to country, and my daddy listened to oldies like Queen, Fleetwood Mac, Leonard Skinner, Journey, Upchurch. Uh-oh, I don't like to fly. Well, that settles that then, huh, Cindy? um, Jeremy, I didn't know that you were born in the '70s. Wow, you look very young. And um, Journey, I think it's Journey. I think they're starting a residency here in Vegas. So that was awesome news. I seen that on, gosh, where did I see it at? I want to say I had to seen it somewhere local. Maybe it was at one of my, local news feed. But I do know that I think they're starting a residency here. Yep, can't sing them, but I definitely want to. But they're about to make some money. Mm, yep. Other than that, so we talked about favorite groups. Is anybody working on a diamond painting right now? What the heck? That is some. That is. I don't know what that was. No, nobody. Man, oh man, oh man. Here we go. So I'm at the shoe store last week. I still don't have. Yep. Okay. Well, that's. um, I'm at the shoe store last week. I still don't have shoes. I've gone to three shoe stores. I'm trying to buy new sandals, and I still don't have any sandals. This one guy, he comes out and he's bringing all these sandals out. I could tell he's shaking his head, like he's just getting so irritated with me. And I said, "I'm sorry, I've seen the show." And he's like, "What show?" And I was like, "Married with Children." I already know how you thinking about me. Al used to come home and tell Peg all about it every day. It is after 1 a.m. I have to babysit the grand boy. Oh, yeah, I guess it is time to get going. I got 11 minutes. What is time is it? Oh, my God, it's after 11. It's after 1 there. Yep, I'm going to I'm going to shut it down, guys, because it can't run without my mod. And my others are in bed. So I'm going to shut it down. Everybody say good night to Cindy. It's after 2 a.m. here, so done diamond painting for the night. Just laying here listening to you. You have to listen to me on the night when I brought content. I started off saying I didn't have a lot that I was going to go over. So I want to save some of the content that I'm going to quiz everybody on for some of my upcoming lives. Don't mean to be. You're not being a party pooper. It is late. I knew it was late, and I started like a half an hour later than I was supposed to. So I'm gonna cut it here and let everybody get to bed. Probably should go to bed myself. I normally go to bed till close to 1 o'clock, but it's a good time. Night, Cindy. Night, everybody. I guess I'm gonna cut it all also. I hope that you guys had some fun. I know it was just a bunch of rambling tonight, but I promise you I'll have content. I'm just trying to save some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about for our diamond painting marathon that's coming up, okay? So it'll be a ramble next week, but after that, we're going to have some fun. Night, Cindy. You all have a good evening. You're welcome. Night, Jeremy. Thanks for coming and joining me. I'll see you guys later, okay? All right. Rambling is cool. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you guys. I'll probably be back live next week also, next Wednesday. Okay? And I'll try and get started at 11 p.m. Eastern, so we'll have an extra half an hour. Nighty night, guys.